So I'm going to show you how to do a roast Poussin. Poussin is basically chicken but a lot younger. It's kind of a baby chicken. And this is what it looks like. It's quite small. It's about 450 grams, just like that. And this is a dish. It takes a little bit longer to cook, but it's just quick to prepare, and all you have to do is prepare everything and bung it in the oven, and easy, just roast it. So we're going to cook this with chorizo and basil and lemon, and we're going to stuff it with pearl barley. And pearl barley is this stuff, which I have pre-cooked. So it's it's barley basically, and on its own it's quite bland. It doesn't really taste like anything, but it actually takes flavours really, really well, and you can do so much to it, which is why it's quite a good ingredient to have. And it's really cheap. For like a 500 gram bag, it's only 39p, so it's actually kind of a good thing to have in your cupboard. So basically what I've done with this is I've parboiled it. So I've boiled it for about 15 minutes because it's obviously going to cook. This is going to be in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, so it'll carry on cooking. So all you want to do with this is, what I'm going to do with this is just season it with some lemon. So basically have a little wedge of lemon here, because we're going to use lemons throughout this recipe. So this is basically just mirroring it everywhere else. Okay, so squeeze 2 little wedges of lemon in there, about 1/4 of a lemon. And as well, what I'm going to do is use a very teeny tiny bit of very lazy garlic, just to give it a bit of heat and just another little bit of flavour. So just about 1/2 teaspoon of that in there. And I also think it will go quite nicely with the chorizo. So mix that all up really well. It will give it a little bit of colour as well. Feel free, if you like, to put herbs to this. Just going to put a little bit of salt and some pepper, because there's going to be so much flavour going on throughout this dish that this doesn't need to be too complicated. The simpler the better, and if you think about it as an accompaniment to your chicken. So we're going to do this with roast potatoes and pearl barley, and that's kind of all we're going to do. So, okay, chicken. So get your chicken, and you'll see you just have these few little speckles of red thread there. And then all you want to do is, I know this is kind of gross, but you just want to stuff the chicken, okay? Stuff that all in there. In the meantime, put a frying pan on the heat, on a really, really high heat, because what we're going to do is we're going to brown this off before we put it into the oven, okay? So carry on stuffing it until it's completely full. Don't worry if it all doesn't go in, okay? And what will happen to the pearl barley is it will be flavoured by all the juices in the chicken, which is going to make it really, really nice. Okay? So that's that stuffed. It's not the nicest of jobs, but you know, we'll get over it. And then just get some olive oil, okay? Drizzle the olive oil over your chicken. Season it with a bit of salt and a sprinkle of pepper. And then all you want to do is pop that into your frying pan. Okay? Into a dry frying pan. So you'll hear it sizzling really, really loud. Okay? And that's what you want. So what you want to do is just get a bit of colour and crunch on this before we put it into the oven. Okay? And plus it will start to cook in as well. Okay, so that's that part done. Next, let's see. We're going to make a dressing. Well, not really a dressing, it's more so, I don't know, like a marinade. So get a bowl. Here we have about 1/2 a bag of basil all chopped up. So put that into your bowl. Okay? We have some more lemon, 2 wedges of lemon. Squeeze that in there. And actually, this is inspired by gremolata, which is a mixture of parsley, lemon and garlic. But this time, just to kind of mix it up a bit, I thought I'd go for basil, because I think it also goes really nice with chorizo. So that's that. And then what you want to do is get a full lemon and grate the zest of 1/2 that lemon onto the basil. Okay? Little bit of olive oil, and that's it. Simple. Just mix it all together, just like that. Okay? So set that aside, so that's ready. To put on the chicken. So that'll be browning nicely. Now all you want to do is turn it over onto the other side. And again, don't worry if some of the pearl barley falls out, that's fine. Okay? So just brown that nicely. And this will only take about 40 to 45 minutes to cook. All the poussins are kind of around the same size. They're about 400 to 450 grams, sometimes 500 in rare cases. So put it onto 190 degrees and you just put it in and leave it. So what we're going to do with this is, I have these tiny little baby potatoes here and they're really small, and I got 500 grams of these in my local veg shop for 47 pence, so they're so cheap, much cheaper than the supermarket actually. And these don't need to be parboiled or anything, we're just going to put them straight in alongside the poussin, and they're going to roast in all the juices of the chorizo and the lemon and the basil. Because this here, we have our chorizo, so we're using about 60 grams of chorizo. And we're going to lay this all on top of the chicken. Okay? So, I'd say that's our chicken ready. So now I'm going to show you what to do with it. So I'm using quite a small little tin. It's like a cake tin, okay? And some greaseproof paper. So I want it all to fit really nice and snugly together. So that's there like that. And get the poussin. Try and lift it in, just like that. So you'll see it fits like really snugly in there. And then all you want to do is, first of all, get your potatoes. So just sprinkle your potatoes all around the side so that they fit nice and snugly into there. And then next you get your basil and your lemon and you spoon that on top, okay? And just spread it out with your hands. So you'll see, like that, spread it all the way around, okay? And there's the garlic in there as well, will give it a nice bit of moisture. And then all you want to do is get your chorizo slices and just kind of shove them in all around the little crevices and lay them all on top. And put them in around the potatoes. The more chorizo the better. It's up to you how much you actually use, but I kind of like a lot of chorizo on this. Love the flavour. And then I just have 2 lemon wedges and I'm going to shove in there. So you'll see it's really beautiful and colourful. And then all you want to do is literally wrap it up like a little present to yourself for your dinner, like that, and leave just a little bit of a hole here so that the steam can come out. And pop it in the oven, and that's all it is, and leave it for about 40 minutes. So I'm just going to show you how to prepare that because obviously it's going to take a while to cook. I will take pictures of it and post them alongside it and show you what it looks like. But it's really good, it's really easy. Feel free to eat about the pearl barley if you're not sure about pearl barley, but I definitely urge you to try it if you haven't before because it's really, really super. So enjoy!